Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, a little bit different setup because I am about to do house talk. Yesterday, I mentioned that I have few house talk left. This is gonna be Ralph Lauren or Polo, either way you go. I'm sorry about the very simple setup because I don't have much space here to work with. But this episode, I'm gonna try to do before the year ends because I have done quite a lot of house talks like if you do not know by now, Paco Rabanne, House Like, I'm just giving you a few examples. Calvin Klein, Mugler, Mont Blanc. I have done Hugo Boss, Yop, Versace, Prada, Asaro, Issey Miyake. Actually, I'm telling you all of them. Issey Miyake, Bulgari, Bogart, Armaf, Rasazi, Mansera, Dior, Armani. Those are some of the house I did. I think if I missed anything, you can actually check House Talk by Joy Amin on YouTube. Also, I am yet to do Polo, which I'm doing today. Then Givenchy, John Vervetto's interesting one. That one I have to really get my nose on few other ones. And then Mercedes Benz, and then Chanel. I haven't done the Chanel house talk. Anyway, so this episode is gonna be special for a few reasons. First of all, as you can see, I have all the bottles here. There are a few more in this side, but there's one sample here. This is actually very precious sample of Polo Green, which was gifted to me by my brother Belal Sharif Bhai, who's my neighbor. So this is gonna be special because of few reasons. That is one of the reasons. Second thing is this is actually requested by my brother Brett Stocks. He actually requested me to do this. I forgot about that, but I actually sort of like it's a coincidence that I'm actually doing this now. So I decided to do it like few days back. Okay, so let's see. And I'm not in front of the camera. I'm not feeling all that well because something I ate. So anyway, let's start. So I do not have, of course, all the Polo fragrance. Absolutely, Polo has few lines, and then have. I used to have Polo Green bottle and then Ralph Lauren Safari. Those I sold off, so you're not gonna see them in the list. But I've done individual review on all these fragrances. You're gonna see at the right side as well, and you can check out in depth. And other thing is, this fragrance right here, Polo Sport, is also a vintage. It was gifted. The bottle is almost finished. It was belonged to one of my friends' uncles. So he gifted me this. So this also makes it special. So shout out to Belal Sharif Bhai, Shafi Bhai, and Brett Stocks. This video is dedicated to you guys. All right, let's start. So first of all, very quickly, Polo has few colored kind of fragrance. Like Lacoste and Polo, I noticed they do colored fragrances like green, yellow, red. Like both houses they do. So Polo has red, green, blue, and black, four colors. Okay, and then they have their pony collection. They have the sport collection like Polo Blue Sport. So a lot of fragrance I haven't tried. Many fragrance I haven't tried, and some of the older ones I do not have. So we start with this Polo Green. This juice is green, so it helps me to tell you. This perfume is, like honestly speaking, I think like one of the most challenging ones ever. Uh, because it has kind of like a mature vibe to it. It's very natural, earthy, green, and there's a leather note as well. So this perfume, it's not for everybody. First thing. Second thing is the older formulation is so much better than the newer formulation, but you cannot find these anymore. So very precious juice right here. Even if it's at 2 ml here, this fragrance is like I just want to sniff it once again. It's really really beautiful. It's something like seriously, like you need to give it a try if you ever want to get something more mature and masculine. If you like Pakoraban Purom fragrances like that, this is a must have in your collection. And the newer formulation is alright, but smells a little synthetic up top. Dry down is pretty great still. This is Polo Green, first one I'm gonna start with. Alright, next one you're gonna see is one of my older bottles. This bottle you do not see anymore in the market. They changed the bottle design a little bit. This is Polo Black. They also have Polo Double Black, as you can see, Ralph Lauren RL, and this used to come in like 125 ml, I guess. Yeah, they give you a little bit more juice. And the bottle, if you put it against, I'm sorry about the fingerprint, if you put LED against it behind in a dark room, you can see the juice level inside. So this is one of my favorites in a sense that this fragrance has this mango note. This fragrance really has this beautiful summery vibes, a little bit darker mango note. Like if you like mango, you can also try uh, Un Jardin sur le Nil from Hermes, but that is very expensive. But nowadays, I don't know, for some reason, Polo fragrances are going higher in price. And I did smell the Polo Double Black. That one smells a little bit different than that. not exactly same, but I feel the fragrance Polo Black, it's pretty nice and pretty decent scent. It does last like about 4 hours on my skin, so not bad. So this I used for many years. I think I got it in Malaysia about, I think, 10 years plus. I think this bottle with me. Okay, so the Polo Black. So now I move to Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren. So this is a classic. This reminds me of Army. The dude who modeled for it was like really some hunk. And this bottle is kind of iconic. Many people have good fond memories of it. So thank you so much, Shafi bhai, once again for sending me this bottle to test and review. And I'll show you one thing. This is Uncle's bottle, right? So open it. The newer atomizer is gonna be blue down here, you know. So this one, the older one, it's kind of silver. These are the older style bottles. So you see a little bit juice in there. I can smell it. Yeah, this is a classic. Like if you talk about say sporty fragrances, fresh fragrances, summer fragrances, this is like prime example. This is how fragrances were made, like so beautifully, you know, simplistic, like nostalgic, as well as brings me back the memories, you know, like in 90s. So this is pretty much a everyday fresh, almost like the same vibes as Aqua di Gio, you know, a classic pretty much. So that's Polo Sport. Really, you can find the newer formulation. They're not bad, but they're getting a little rare to find in Bangladesh now. If you see somewhere, try it. Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren. Next is perhaps my most favorite in the house. This bottle I have to bring it close. This is Polo Blue EDT. Of course, this is not my vintage or anything, but I brought it in my collection, or bought it rather, because I love this fragrance so much. I think this is the most number of bottles I went through from this house. Polo Blue basically is just everything. It's like this house is my most favorite. Let me just tell you right now. The reason being, we live in very hot and humid conditions, and if you talk about freshies, Versace Purom, Acqua di Gio, you know those the classic one, CK1. This I think is the best among all of them. Like in my world, this one rocks my world. You know, so I went through 3 bottles, I think, or 2, bigger bottles. This is a smaller one, just to sniff, but I have plenty of juice left in there. So there's a cucumber note there. There's an ozonic feel there. It smells so nice, guys. You know, like you look at the atomizer inside, it's like blue. Really love it. Inside the cap, it's blue. So if you love blue fragrances, this is, I think, hands down one of the best. Moment you wear it, you enter a room, fills up a room, and people really love the fresh burst of air, you know, inside that room. Really lovely. This is my number one Polo, hands down. You know, even though this is not the strongest, but this is, if you love Versace Purom, definitely try Polo Blue EDT. So we'll move on to a little bit right side to show you the remaining bottles. Okay, let's show the rest. Okay, we have 4 more. So usually, you know, like I would really prefer to show you all the bottles. Like Polo colored ones, they have few more, like Polo Blue. I'm about to show you the Polo Blue EDP. This I got it for the bottle. I'll just not lie to you. This has the pony, the man, and the EDP it mentions, but look at that bottle at the side, guys. You know, this looks so premium. It looks so gorgeous. It looks like almost like a gemstone with a surrounded, like, you know, a silver ring or something like that. It's literally like, you know, wearing one of those beautiful precious, I don't know what is the color, jade. I don't know what color this one would be. Blue sapphire, I guess. Yeah, blue sapphire color. Bottom they didn't put anything, you know, this side one only they put. I really love this bottle, guys, and this is supposed to be a more intensified version of Polo Blue, but I find them like a little bit different. You know, they are not exactly same. This one has some darkness. Okay, when you open it, still has that blue, but a little bit darker, brilliant. Okay, so when I smell it, I think it still has that Polo blue freshness, but it has kind of like an incensey feel. You can pull it off at night time. I think this is the Polo Blue for night time. Has very good longevity, better than EDT definitely, but projection is less than the EDT. Okay, that's the only downside. But I love Polo Blue EDP. So next are the 2. Okay, another thing I want to mention, the Polo Blue has some more flankers which I did not get to try. So that's what I wish I had them in my list. But 8 fragrances in one list is good enough to do a house talk for me. So now I'm just showing you the ones that I have. So next, actually no, let me put this here. Let me shuffle a little bit. Sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, I want to go by the colors. This is Polo Red Extreme. So Polo Red is the last color. Green, black, blue, and the red. So this one, you'll see Polo Red Intense, Extreme, Polo Red Rush, and then I think there's one more, number 5, that came out. I don't care. This This is my favorite Polo Red fragrance. Check out that how badass that looks. That red pony on the black matte bottle. It has even that extreme rate written. I really love this. This is like brilliant. You see? Okay, wait. All right, it says red extreme, and then the black bottom you find like this. The bottles are pretty much same shape, but I really love that matte black finish and the 120 mil, 125 mil. Let me check. I think this is 125. Yeah, this is 125 mil. It says in the sticker. So what I really love about this fragrance is that red feel with that coffee note. Let me increase the yeah, okay. So this perfume, it's not really extreme. Okay, the name is kind of confusing in a sense. Let me go closer. Yeah, so the name, it's pretty much like confusing because there's nothing extreme about it. This perfume is pretty much sweet, gourmand, cold weather scent. If you love the note of coffee, this is a sweet coffee note. There is a Mugler Ultimate, that one just came out. I also love that for that cappuccino vibe. Sorry, a little bit dust. Okay, this perfume, I think this is one of the best coffee scents right now in my collection, alongside Salvatore Ferragamo Vomo, and I think there's Givenchy Play Intense. So this is pretty much subpar with those. So if you love Polo Red, I think this is the best version of it if you want to wear something in the cold weather. But for the summer, I would suggest Polo Red, the regular one. And the Red Rush is nice also with the apple and stuff, but this is my most favorite in the Polo Red line. So this is worthy of checking out. Good performance in the cold weathers. Okay, next. Now we move on to a little bit. Yeah, you can see me in the screen high at the 1 million bottle. Didn't think about that before. Okay, so these two right here are some of the premium. The last two ones are premium ones from this line. So the bottle design and shape, everything is same, but you see the golden, and then the bottle coloration is a little bit more premium than the rest of them, because these are more pricier Polo fragrances. I paid premium to get these. The premium wouldn't be like over $100, but the retails over $100 easily, $120. So this one, let me talk about Supreme Leather first. This is like, if you love leather fragrances, this is really lovely. This is very nice. I would call it noise, like Aussies would do. Look at that bottle. I mean, that's just stunning. That is just brilliant. Okay, Supreme Leather. It has this golden and ambery color, and this is a tester unit, if I'm not mistaken. They give you the notes and whatever. Yeah. So this perfume, it's kind of like a very polished leather. If you know the leather products of Polo, they have what do you call, the leather bags, or like a diary or something, or purse. This perfume would actually maintain that beautiful leather. Let me give it a sniff. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful. It's really lovely. If you like Davidoff leather blend, this is actually more premium than that. So the longevity is very good on this, and it's pretty wearable throughout the year. So I think this is like Polo's one of the best creations. This is my second favorite, if after Polo Blue, like the EDT. If this is number one, this is number two. Okay, and the last but not least, we're gonna be looking at Polo Supreme Oud. So sorry about that, I got a little bit cold. Supreme Oud, it has this darker bottle. It has this black bottle with that golden, which looks really premium. If you talk about premium bottles, golden and black always makes fragrances look premium. Check out that bottom. It's like, I like these bottles a lot. So these bottles, I think only one size, and used to be found only in let's say Middle Eastern countries, or I think it was found in duty frees, but you can find these nowadays. So this perfume, it's sweet. Okay, if you do like sweet perfumes, it has nice little oud there, and it does have a very premium feel. But more than oud, you also find kind of like a fruity nuance in this one. It's more sweet than woody. So not to be scared. I mean, you shouldn't be scared of the name oud. This is very wearable, westernized oud. So overall, this also is very premium. Got very good performance on this because of the oud. So let's back up a little bit, and let me summarize. So these perfumes, like House of Ralph Lauren or Polo, what I think of them is that they are kind of like understated house. It does not get so much love. At times can be a little bit pricey to find or to buy, and most of them are not really beast mode performers. I would say if you really have to find a beast mode, polo green has to be your choice, just talking about strictly performance. But if you're just looking for something nice and casual to wear and not going to break your bank that much, it's a little bit higher end of designer. You go to the mall, you'll see the counters and stuff. So in my humble opinion, Ralph Lauren is a very nice house, not the top of the line like Chanel and Dior's, but I think you should give them a try. If, especially if you're looking for summer, I would say look at Polo Blue. You would be really pleasantly surprised how nice this one feels. It fills up a room. It makes everything fresh. It makes the life really really fresh, like blue skies and stuff like that. And the rest of them, they go with different mood, different weathers. So overall, this house, I'm gonna give it like 8, solid 8 out of 10, which I didn't give to previous houses. But I think Polo is a solid house. I mean, definitely they have been making fragrance. They have a lot of fragrances. Safari is another one which I reviewed. You can check it out. That one has a sandalwood slash say leather tone, but very vintage looking bottle, very nice looking whiskey looking bottle. So I think, yeah, 8, a solid 8 for out of 10 for House of Polo. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a very nice day. Try out some Polo fragrances. There's no harm in trying. You can even try the pony collection. Some of them are really good. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you soon. Have a very blessed day. Bye bye.